A very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone present here today. A very warm welcome to OPassion Singapore, Malaysia Global. My name is Jimmy Tan, your host today. OPassion was formed in November 2020 and run by a group of dedicated host team members. We had our first trial webinar on the 23rd of September 2021, and our first public webinar was on the 30th of September 2021 under the mentorship of Dr. Bill Williams. We meet on every Thursday. And the mission of OPassion is to ignite passion for humanity, to nurture mindset and leadership for passion and OBLESS, to form passion groups for good causes. And today we have our special speaker, and he's none other than Dr. Derrick Clarke. And he needs no introduction. I'm sure most of us know him.
As Jeannie says, Dr. Derrick is no stranger to us. In fact, he is one of us and a friend and a brother, especially a brother to us. We know him as extremely self-sacrificial and helpful. Dr. Derrick served in the armed forces and he has an expeditionary medal. Served in the military fire department and the author of a drill manual. Degree in technology, audiovisual, and theology. Computer teacher, and that's why today he is all here to share with us about the importance and his passion on computer tech stuff. He's a business owner, and of course, he is a founder of OnPassive on 23rd February 2019, and passionate about OnPassive. So, Dr. Derrick, thank you for coming to share with us your passion about computer tech stuff. The platform is yours. Take as long as you need. Thank you.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Peace, blessings, and enough holy plenty. A lot of Singapore, Malaysia love to each and every one on this webinar with my dear Queen Mabel and Faith and Jeannie. Do you have a lamp, Jeannie? You have a lamp? Queen Jeannie, do you have a lamp?
A lamp?
A lamp.
To time you?
Yeah,
No
lamp.
alarm. No alarm.
A lamp?
You don't have any lamp?
No, what's that?
Lamp. L-A-M-P.
L-A-M-P.
P?
Lamp.
L-A-M-P,
Yes.
no.
A lamp?
Yeah.
Jeannie, do
Yeah.
you have
Oh,
lamp?
Genie the what nah?
Oh,
Jeannie, do you have lamp?
the magic lamp. Yeah.
L-A-M-P.
Yeah, the magic lamp.
The magic lamp. Yes.
Yes, we have.
I don't need the lamp. The lamp. You can just touch me.
All right, wonderful.
You
All
touch
right, you
me.
catch that after the webinar. Okay, thank you very much. Really appreciate the invite, King Kumaran, and of course, King John Barilio, and King Alan, and of course, our own King Pastor 360 degrees. I wonder if he's still doing that 360 degrees turn. Anyway, wonderful. I thank you all very much, and all our kings and queens in the house. King Vitel, I see you. Wonderful. Thank you all very much. Okay, wonderful. We're going to look a little on technology. Yes, people are mostly talking about the passion of being involved in OnPassive and the passion of Ashmafare, and all of these passion is good. But we have to remember now that we live in a technology age, and a lot of persons are disgruntled, yes, because a lot of jobs are being taken away from our normal society that we know 20, 30 years ago. And so, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on what side of the spectrum you are looking at or looking from, then you will need to embrace technology. Yeah, see, somebody have a phone in them hand. Technology. Anybody know the days when we used to write letter? Anybody write letter today? Does anyone write a letter today? That's technology.
No.
No
And the
letter
greeting
writing.
cards also gone out of business.
No letter writing today.
No
So what I
letter
mean,
writing.
technology, you need to embrace it because this is where we are today, right? And especially when you talk about the Gen Z and the Gen Xers, and oh my goodness, they know nothing about some certain things when, oh my goodness, when we were
Yeah.
little children. So we just have to embrace it. If you don't know it, try to learn it. There's so many YouTube videos out there now, respective to anything you want to know. All right, and of course, on passive, O Academy will soon be hitting the market. Where definitely anything you want to learn, then you will get that right there in O Academy. And so, therefore, let us just look at a few things on the market here or in our purview. So, okay, all right. And so, technology is where it's at. All right, technology is where it's at. So let us dive into the passion of some computer stuff and some technology that surrounds computer stuff. Now, first of all, what is technology? So, technology is the application of conceptual knowledge for achieving practical goals. So, from once we are doing something practical, then technology plays a role in it, especially in the reproducible way. The word technology can also mean the products resulting from some efforts, including both tangible tools such as utensils or machines, and intangible ones such as software. Because nobody see how the phone works inside in order to connect to the internet. Nobody does see that. So that is a software application. But you see the phone, you notice it's just a little thing in your hand. You have to
Able, Dr. Derrick is frozen.
He probably he has to refresh, I think.
I think that the technology rebelled against us and booted him out.
The technology is angry with him.
Yeah, technology get angry sometimes.
He's back, of course.
Yeah, technology. Yes, sometimes it do all sort of things. So anyway, so I go. It's a life that we have to live. Technology. Okay, wonderful. So let us look at communication, and of course, with communication, we have so many things that we use to communicate with. So many things. Television is one of the big factors of communication now. Then, of course, most people use the internet, even if they are watching television. It's like using the internet because they have a smart TV, or some people use their phone to do all of that. So television, internet, cell phone, tablets, all of these things are used in technology, and that is a part of communication, how we communicate today. Electrical plays another important role, because listen, without electrical, none of these gadgets is going to work. None of them. We not going. So we are forced to comply with technology. It's just a must in our society today, right? So when we look at computers and we look at circuitry, anything to do with a circuit, is electric, right? And of course, that is embedded now that we are venturing into artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence incorporate and encompass the future, with the present going into the future with respective to where electrical is concerned. And my expertise, of course, audio, visual, right? Because for us to see each other right now, it's visual. And for you to hear me, it's audio. Other than that, I guess I would have to, then if there was no technology, then there would be no plane, there would be no car, there would be no boat. So I would have to walk from wherever I am to wherever Mabel is presently right now. I would have to walk, and it would be a kind of impossibility because there is no bridge that leads from where I am to where Queen Mabel is. So it is going to be an impossibility to even travel, right? And so therefore, energy is something that also plays a very vital role in technology, because most people are leaving the grid and going to solar panels. Some people are using wind turbines. Some people are also using batteries. Yes, and batteries. And if you can remember, a lot of us born in the era of batteries, right? So when we look at the Duracell or the size of battery, the C and the D and the double A and the triple A, all of these play a very important role. And if you go to the hospital, then of course medical plays a very important role in technology. We have diagnostics, we have the pharmaceutical, and of course we have surgical, more definitely. And after you finish your surgery and all of that, then you have to be monitored. So monitoring plays a very important role in technology. What about mechanical? Of course, mechanical, because when you're going to deal with manufacturing things, then you're going to talk about mechanical. Manufacturing cars and all of those things, you're going to need technology in order to do that. Also, heavy engineering, building all those bridges, and look at the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal was a wonderful piece of technology way back in the days. All right, and of course, our favorite transportation started out with GPS. Anybody remember Gremlin? Anybody remember Gremlin? That was a long time GPS system, before even cell phone. Yeah, Gremlin. My goodness. And of course, flight, airplane, and so on, and vehicles, and of course, monitoring. Similar to flight technology, vehicles are now fast and safer. In addition, they are more fuel efficient and comfortable, and often provides entertainment. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? Where would you put your CD player? Well, we're done with CD player. Where would you plug your USB to listen to some music if you was riding a horse? Oh my goodness. Huh? If you were riding a horse, where would you put your CD to listen to some music? Or where would you get to turn on to your favorite Siri, or, you know, whichever music or radio channel that you listen? Now, listen, a lot of us don't remember the days when we used to go down to the river and wash our clothes, right? King Vitel, you remember when you used to go down to the river and wash your clothes? Goodness. And you have your wash pan, and you have your wash brush, and you have your paddle, and you beat the clothes, and you put it out on the rock in order to sun and get white or dry, right? That was the dryer, you know. That was the dryer, the side of the rock, this over by the river, right? And so you have to definitely rub that clothes on the washboard, and rub it to get out that dirt. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness. And when you're done, you pin it on the line. You pin your clothes on the clothesline, you know. And that was how we were grown, right? That was our technology. No, everybody have a washing machine and a dryer, right? Or most people, I should say. Most people now today have access to a washing machine or a dryer. All right. One time I remember, most times I remember the dryer was behind the fridge. because by the time you reach home from school and wash your clothes, the sun gone. No sun. So you hang it up in the bathroom so that it drip, and then when it stop dripping, then you hang it up behind the fridge before you go to sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, then you kind of press it out with your hand, because to warm up that coal iron, say, it's a whole day business, whole day situation. And we don't have whole day because we're going to school that morning. No, a lot of persons don't remember when the lines used to back up at the toll booth. When you go to the turnpike or you go to the toll booth, oh my goodness, you spend at least an hour and a half right there at the Verrazano Bridge, or right there at the turnpike in Orlando, or wherever you are. But now, oh my goodness, even in Singapore, the toll booth, and you got no traffic backing up at the toll booth anymore. Bam! You just run gone, fly through, and you're going at maybe 70 miles an hour, and you're flying through the toll booth because of Easy Pass or whatever pass that you have stick up on your car. But not to worry. Listen, we used to walk. Now all of us have a pair of BMW. All of us have a pair of BMW. Better me walk. Better me walk. Everybody have BMW, right? as long as you still have your foot them. Everybody have a BMW, right? So please cherish your BMW. Better me walk. All right. So, but that's how it was. That who want to go back to that? Who would want to go back to walking from Orlando to Miami? Oh my goodness. Are walking from Singapore town to your house, or from the square in Malaysia to your house. Who would want to be walking? No, nobody don't want to be walking, and maybe if you're a little, have 2 little shilling in your pocket, then maybe you can afford a horse, or maybe afford a chariot, right? A wagon, right? And the horse or the cow or the ox pull it. All right? Who want to go back to that? No. No, I am sure Queen Mabel not going to give up our car today to walk. No. Technology. Listen, that's technology. That is where we are. That's technology. Listen. The first plane, the first transportation, air transportation, it was in 1914. 1914, and its schedule passenger airline service took off from Petersburg, St. Petersburg, as I said, in 1914, and it landed in Tampa. Petersburg to Tampa, how far that was? Just 17 miles. 17 miles. 17 miles in Florida from St. Petersburg to Tampa. And actually, it took actually about 23 minutes. So to travel 17 miles, it took 23 minutes. And of course, St. Petersburg, Tampa airport is right there. And St. Petersburg is right there in West Central Florida. 17 miles away. That's it. 17 miles. Okay? Now we have airlines. Now we have some big Singapore airline that is taking, and you reach America in a few hours. Listen, who want to stop using technology? Tell me. Put up your hand. Anybody who want to stop using technology and go back to those days? When we send in a little message, we have to walk. Listen, no car. So we have to walk to the post office, stand up in line, wait until your turn, and go to one of the operator and tell your operator what message you want to send to Singapore, and that person send it by telegram. And we're not talking about the telegram on your phone today. We're talking about telegram where it took a couple hours, a few hours for that message to be relayed through different services, service station, in order to maybe reach Singapore from the US. It took a few hours. Now we just bam on our phone right there in your hand, and Mabel can tell me to come on a webinar, bam within few seconds. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness. Who want to stop using technology? Oh my goodness. Mercy. Anyway, so therefore, computer, and of course the telephone is your smartphone is a computer. It has to be computerized. Your tablet is a computer, has to be everything in technology is basically computerized. So what is a computer? Right? A computer is, or it stands for, common operating machine, purposely used for technological, educational, and research. That's basically what it is, right? You put in something, it processes it, and it put out an output, right? The keyboard, you put in the input, it goes into the processor, which is the CPU, and of course, it comes out on your monitor. So you can actually see what you are doing. So we put in Queen Mabel link using our keyboard or using the mouse to copy and paste, and then it goes into the CPU, whether the CPU of the phone or the CPU of your laptop or the CPU of your computer desktop, whatever CPU it goes in there, it processes it, central processing unit, so it processes it and it gives us an output, and now we are seeing each other on the monitor, right? Or we just say screen. You see it on your screen, right? But it's more a monitor. Let us look at a few things that does the processing. A few things. The motherboard. The motherboard is the main gadget on every computerized system. That is the main thing that everything plugs on. Then, of course, you have the keyboard for the laptop, right? You have the RAM, 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 random access memory. Now, the RAM is actually where all the work is done. So even though, and this is where a lot of persons get tricked when they go to Best Buy or they go to an electronics store to purchase a laptop or a computer. The little man is going to talk to you mostly about the hard drive. And he's going to tell you, oh my goodness, this have 1 terabyte of hard drive, 2 terabyte of hard drive. But that don't do nothing really apart from storage. And you don't really want storage. You want the working part of the computer or the working part of your laptop or the working part of your phone. The working part of your phone or your laptop or your computer is the RAM. So everything that you pull up on your screen, you're maybe watching us on OConnect now, but you might have YouTube because you was watching YouTube before and you didn't close it or anything. So YouTube is up, OConnect is up, some Word documents are up, some PowerPoint documents are up, and you have some other software is up in the background here. So all of that is now not on your hard drive, but is now on your RAM, your random access memory. So if you have, and most computer come with 4 gig of RAM. And so the more you start to work on stuff, you notice, even though you buy a computer yesterday, you notice your computer starts slow down already. What is this? Brand spanking new computer and it starts slow down. Because the RAM is what is more important than the hard drive. So please, when you're buying your next computer, don't buy nothing less than 64 gig of RAM. Nothing less. More but not less. More, not less. More, not less. All right. And of course, with the laptop, you have your battery, you have the charger, you have the CPU fan because you have to keep it cool so that it don't overheat and all of those good stuff. Wi-Fi card and all of those good stuff. Right? Same thing with the computer, the desktop computer. You have your RAM, right? You have your processor, preferably Intel. That's the best processor right now. Intel i9 is the best thing since sliced bread. And of course, your hard drive, which, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, and that is what most people boast about. RAM and your processor is the 2 most important thing on your computer. And then for us on passive, the next important thing is your graphic card. So those are the 3 most important things for unpassivians when it comes on to computer, whether desktop or laptop. Your RAM, your processor, and of course your sound card, your digital card, right? And that is why those things are important, because especially your graphic card and your sound card, digital, because as you see, King Kumaran was playing something and the sound wasn't coming out because there's no digital connection in that audio card or that sound card. No digital connection. All right. So you'd have to go and download a digital connection. Hopefully it's free. Beautiful. All right. And so let us understand that on passive, when it comes down to technology and a little bit more about the computer and computer stuff. So when you're on your computer, most persons going to need to pull up a web browser. So this is your web browser. Well, this is my web browser. So the web browser is very, very important because that is where a lot of us is going to work on our web browser, because on passive is really all about the technology. All right. Let me try. Okay. Just give me a few minutes. Let me get it on the screen, get this on the screen so we can see everything. Beautiful. All right. Okay, so just a few pointers quickly. So at the very, very top of your web browser, because that's what you use to browse the web, at the very, very top, you have your tabs, right? See, it says new tab. So this is one tab. Most persons have a little plus sign. When you click on the plus sign, what it does, it adds a tab, and there's a little X sign, a little X sign in that tab, that if you click on the X tab, it delete that tab. But if you click on this X sign on the far right, then it's going to delete all the tabs that you have up and running. But you might not necessarily need to do that. So therefore, you just need to click on this one if you want to delete just this one tab. So this one, you might have up your YouTube and you're watching a few YouTube videos, right? So you click on YouTube, and of course, all of this now is working on the RAM. This is what comes into play, the RAM. Okay. So you might have your email on this one, or your Gmail, or your O-mail, or whichever one. You might have on one tab, and then of course you have YouTube on another tab. You might have something else, etc. So all of these are different tabs. All right, different tabs. Now, below the forward, the refresh or reload, and the home. So wherever you are in the web browser, if you click on this little house, then it actually goes back to your home setting, which is, in my case, it is Google Chrome, right? So, and then now this is your address bar where you put your link, your URL, all of those good stuff. That's where you paste it. And you can also search, just as how down here you can Google search. All right. Search or type a URL. The URL is the same thing as link, same thing as website, web address, because it is your address bar. This little star here, for me, it is to save my bookmarks. So whatever page you have up, you can click here and you save that page to your bookmark. If you notice right below the address bar, there is a bookmark bar that is under here, which these three little dots now is very important. So when you click on those three little dots, if you notice right here, it says bookmark, and here it says show bookmark, or it says hide bookmark bar. So if I click hide bookmark bar, then all of this is going to be hidden. Okay. And go back to bookmark, and all of that is not hidden. Okay. This also, sometimes when you go to OnPassive ecosystem, you recognize that some people not seeing OConnect. Why? Again, your graphic card is not compatible with what OnPassive is pushing out. So because the graphic card is not compatible with what OnPassive is pushing out, because OnPassive is pushing out 4K, which is 3,420 p. Just like how you have, most people know 720. Some people know 1080. That's the resolution of your screen. So if your graphic card does not support 4K, then a lot of persons, the OConnect is hidden because it's the last product that we have in the list on the left hand side. So what you would need to do to see it, because some people not able to scroll either. So one of the easiest fix is to come to these three little dots, click on these three little dots and adjust the zoom, which means you bring it down. You bring it down to about 80%, bring it down to about 80%, and of course you will now see. Let me actually go to OnPassive ecosystem. So that you can see what I am saying. All right, so when you log in, okay, when you log in, all right. So if you notice, there is no there's no connect, and this is what a lot of persons.
Okay, let's wait for him to come back in. He will be back. Exciting. What an introduction and education.
Yeah, this is very good for those who are not computer savvy. So this is where you can learn. Yeah, good for you, Faith. Sister Faith.
You'd be amazed how many folks don't even have this basic knowledge. This is so good to be going step by step this way, because I have helped a lot of people, and I'm amazed they don't even know where to type in a URL or anything like that. So this is very good what he's doing today. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he's doing, even if you can catch 10, 20%, is helpful.
Yeah. He's going very detailed. He's going into it in a very detailed way. So actually, step by step, if you follow him, you can manage your computer.
Mm. Yeah. I think what he said is so true. Uh, we do we want to go back in history to walk instead of flying? So it gives us an example that we actually don't want to stop technology.
Yeah.
We don't want to go back. Yet many of us are frightened of technology.
You know, a lot of people are afraid of technology because they are afraid that if they touch the wrong button, everything will be gone. But it's not so. It's not so. Yeah. You can always, redo it. You can, get it back.
Yeah, yeah. The
Mr.
smartphone,
Mabel,
yeah, yeah.
Derrick is having
Who's talking?
Pastor
Kumaran?
Paul?
Mr. Mabel,
Can't hear you.
yeah,
Yes, Pastor Paul.
yeah.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. What were you
Okay,
saying earlier?
I said Dr. Derrick is having issue.
Sorry?
I said Dr. Derrick is having network issue, internet issue.
Having
Yeah,
Oh,
he's,
okay.
he's coming back. He's coming back.
Yeah. Hello,
Okay.
Brother Michael.
okay, we know you will be back for sure.
All right. Yes. Technology. Sorry, go. But anyway, right. I don't. Maybe I'm not seeing my screen again.
And turn on the camera too.
Yeah, two. See, I have too many screens up. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You see, when you have so many things up, what it really working is the RAM.
Mm.
Uh,
How many gigs of RAM you have on that computer?
I think this computer is actually an old computer that I kind of dig up because my computer is at ESU. I had to send it back to ESU for them to do something on it. So
Okay. So this
this
one is
computer is an old computer, brush off,
this one is less than 64 then.
so I think it's maybe 4, or 8, either 4 or 8.
Wow.
So no, it's not 64.
That one came out of Noah's Ark, Dr. Derrick.
Yes, this one was a Noah's Ark. All right. Wonderful. All right. see, I actually closed down a few things, and it working now. All right, too many things, and so therefore, you know, that is how you kind of allow you to see what is on your screen, especially when you come out to the ecosystem.
Gotta
You go to the
restore,
zoom
gotta
and you
restore
zoom
screen
it negative
sharing,
down to
screen sharing.
80. No, we're
Yes.
not going to share more screen because me actually was finished now, you know. Right. So maybe next time I come on and do some more. But that presentation was right there, finished, just to show you the zoom, to zoom down that that screen size. So what is very important, as I said, is your RAM, your RAM, and your processor, your graphic card, and your sound card. Those are the four most important things, especially when it comes on to OnPassive and accessing your ecosystem, right? And of course, OConnect. Graphic card, sound card, processor, and your RAM, RAM, random access memory. All right. So hard drive, yeah, get a good hard drive, yes. Yeah, but you know, if you're going to get 1 terabyte and 8 or 16 RAM, and you see one for 500 gigabyte hard drive, which is half of the 1 terabyte, but you're going to get 64 RAM and you know, i7 or i9 Intel processor. Go with the less hard drive and the more RAM or processor. Your computer will run much better because you can easily always remember this. You can easily purchase an external hard drive, but you cannot purchase a external RAM. There's no such thing as an external RAM or an external processor. No, it has to be inside the computer. But you can buy a 2 terabyte because you know I have a couple of those. Right? Because they come very little and nice now, you know. See? So this is a 1 terabyte external hard drive. You can store, oh my goodness, you can store and store and store and store and store and store till next decade. Zzz, and it don't full. Right? So let us understand that technology, let us have the passion, as I am closing. Let us have the passion for technology, because especially when it comes down to computer and computer stuff, because it is not going to go back to the days of walking or washing down by the river or cooking on a wood fire, unless you want to. Everybody have them stove and them microwave and all those things now. So we're not going back out in the bushes to do some camping. And that is a 1 day, a 2 night, or a 2-3 night most, and you're done. Right? So technology is here to stay. So please get the passion and embrace it. Thank you very much. Peace, blessings, and enough love.
Thank you, Dr. Derrick. We have heard of the RAM, RAM, and but how do we gauge how do we assess what to buy for what is the latest processor, and then how do you give value to the graphic card and sound? How do you ask? Let's say you buy a computer, what is the minimum we should have for on passive now for a RAM, processor, graphic card, and sound card? Like right now,
Um, I did have.
like processor,
Let me see
is
if
it
I
like
can.
Intel or
The best
ISO?
graphic card right now is with
Mm,
Windows. Um, Windows graphic Windows operating system. Everything is even better than Apple right now. When we do benchmark versus Apple computers and Windows computers, right now, Windows have the best. The Intel i9 um, right now, which is the best processor on the market, and that is with Windows. And um, it's actually the best right now when it comes on to processor. And so
sorry,
that
I'm
is
out of touch.
Intel
When did
i9.
i9 come?
Um,
I heard of i7. i9, when did it come into the market? Is it
i9 came out 2020, 2023 or 2022, one of those. Well, they have different generations, you know. So the first one came out 2020, sorry, 2020. But I think we are at the 13th generation, which just came out 2023, December 2023.
i9?
So i9, 13th generation. That's the best processor on the planet right now. Um, I know that the highest when it comes down to RAM, it's one 182 or 164. I think it's 164. But um 32, 32, 64. 32,
32,
32,
32,
64. 64
uh-huh.
would be good.
128.
64 is pretty decent.
Uh-huh.
In other words, look at a gaming computer. Okay? Basically, you're looking for a gaming computer because the resolution, you see, those gamers set the bar high from the get-go. So when you look at a gaming computer or a gaming with a laptop or desktop, that's the way to go. All right?
Gaming computer can be
Because
quite expensive.
they are going to be having 4K graphic card, especially the G4. Yes. Around 4 or 5 thousand for a good laptop. I know that sounds like a car you're buying, but yes, it's basically you can buy a car for 5,000. So yes, a good laptop is about 5,000.
Yeah. But if we are not gaming and
Yes,
we are
ma'am.
just doing PowerPoints and email, actually we don't need that high.
Doesn't matter. As I said, it's a quality. It's a quality of the laptop, not what you're doing with it. As I know you're not doing gaming with it, but the
And
quality of the gaming laptop
the
is
passion
awesome,
of the user.
and the
Passion of the
passion of the
user.
user, awesome.
Yeah.
So yes, you
Yeah.
want you want a gaming computer. Seriously, you want one. You're not using it for gaming, but uh,
Yeah.
mm, yeah. Oh, 14th generation. Yeah, 14th generation now.
We are
Sorry,
open for questions. We are open for questions and anyone who wants to comment.
yeah, I have a question. Earlier, just shortly, Mabel, you and Dr. Derrick were talking about what 3462. What's that?
RAM, the memory, the RAM, the
The
memory,
RAM.
which that will actually affect the speed of your computer and how the screen changes fast enough or not, or how many screens you can open at one time. Of course, Dr. Derrick can answer better. You know,
Dr. Derrick?
should go for at least 64, if not 128. But 64 is already low, if I'm not
Yeah.
wrong. Yeah, 128 or
What was the
256. The
question?
RAM. What is Jeannie is asking, what were we talking about? 32, 64, 128, what is that?
All right, click on that
Click
That
on
link.
that. Okay.
Click on that. That is something like what I'm talking about. This one is about, well, I'm out of stock with this one, most definitely. Got 1,000, almost 4,000.
64, 32. That's the RAM, 64, 32. The highest RAM is what? 256 or 128?
Well, I just clicked on that link and it took me to. I saw a picture of a laptop, of course, and the price was like $3,700. Wow! But, what I want to say, though, could I just say that I want to thank Dr. Derrick first of all for his presentation. I want to reiterate what I was saying a little earlier when I broke in when he was down for a few seconds, just about how valuable this basic information that he's giving us. Because, again, many people, even the simplest ideas of a computer and what everything consists of, a lot of folks don't have a clue. And they're on and using their computers and even attending things. And if really something happens that's simply fixed with a basic thing, or even, like I said, just putting an address into the bar so you could get your URL and search for it or whatever you're going to do, they don't really understand that. So by seeing what he showed us today, I think it's very valuable for a lot of folks. And then I just want to mention that recently my computer died. Actually, I have a Mac now. I'm on my phone now. I don't know. I like to go on webinars on my phone because it just works very well and I get very good pictures and everything. But I do have a Mac, but it's I think it's since 2010 or something. I didn't purchase. Well, I did purchase it, but I purchased it for a friend, and I've since gotten it from them. And it is replacing, for a temporary time anyway, my PC that died about. It's going to be about 4 months ago now. But that PC, it had. And I bought it 8 years ago. Now, even 8 years ago, I purchased a computer with 1 terabyte. And that 8 years ago, to get a 1 terabyte on your computer was a very rare thing. And it had 12 gigs of RAM, 12, which is a lot. 8 years ago, that's a lot. Now, today, I happen to be, because I do hope to get another PC very soon. I was just out kind of browsing around and looking, and now it's very common for the RAM to be numbers like 14, 16, even I saw even 18, I believe. That's very common, and also the 1 terabytes and more is very common. So I don't know why I had so much back then. I guess I thought it would be good, and it was, of course. And I won't get into why the computer died. It wasn't because it was inferior in some way. It's a very good computer until something happened to it. And again, I'm anxious to get another one with these kind of numbers, like I just mentioned, and because does make your computer very fast and very good to operate. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you.
Mm. Okay. Are we back with one another? Is Dr. Derrick around? Mhm. Okay, I don't see him. But what I know about RAM is important. If it's too low a RAM, you can't change from one screen. You know, you open a few. You can't change from one screen to another on your computer fast enough.
Right.
Right.
Definitely. So you have to look at the processor. How is my computer, my laptop processing things, right?
Mm, mm,
And so a lot of persons get a computer for $200 or $300 or $500. $500 computer or a laptop for $500. You're going to
yeah.
get what you pay for. You're getting what you pay for. So yes, a $500 or $300 laptop was maybe good to just check your email and look pretty that you have a laptop. But that's it. With passive and with a business that we are getting into, we're going to need a lot better than that. Especially when you're traveling and want to get on a webinar. You have a nice, decent laptop to do that,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the RAM and the processor, two most important things. And then, of course, your graphic card. And the gaming graphic card is always one of the best graphic card, which is like GeForce. GeForce is one of the best graphic card right now. So you want a good graphic card, right? And if you're looking at 4K, because even this one that I showed you is looking at a 4K graphic card, but you can watching with it. Um, when you look at the display, and it's 4K, you can climb up the hill. So it will work, but it's not going to work effectively as what is happening right now. And people sometimes even blaming the Wi-Fi or your internet, which sometimes is really on your computer. It's just not handling this massive technology that we have in our product line. It's just not handling it. See, my video is on, but my video not showing. It give up the ghost. Anyway, I will be jumping out on the road right now, so I'll connect with
Okay.
my phone.
Dr. Derrick,
Okay.
Yeah.
before you go, could we ask how do we check right now how many gigs of RAM we have on our current computer that we're using?
Oh, yeah, that would be good. Let me close some of these things, guys. Let me close some of these things.
Could it be?
All right, you go to your folder. You go to your folder where you keep all your documents and so on. So that folder that is on your task bar.
Folder.
The folder, a brown folder.
Yeah.
And this is Windows computer. A brown folder on your task bar. What is your task bar? That is another important important thing. So let me no, not this one, this one. All right, so this will be the
Goes
screen.
to Windows C.
All right, are you seeing my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, so if you notice the bar, this is a bar that is at the bottom of your screen. To the extreme right, you have your clock and your time and your internet connection and your speaker, and some of them give weather. And to the far left, you have your start, and some have the search, where you can search your computer itself. Bar, this would be the folder. My folder is on my taskbar. So it's a folder where, I know that most people don't save things on them desktop, which is wrong, because when you save things on your desktop, it slows down your computer also, because your desktop is what is operating from the RAM, not from the hard drive. Anything on your desktop is the RAM that it's working. All right. So when you add files and save files to your desktop, wrong, bad, wicked thing that you're doing. All right. This even have too much. This right now even have too much. All of these things on this desktop. But because it's not mine, I can't take them off. It's a whole company, I don't even know which one it is. So I don't want to trouble anything on this right now, because I don't know what it is. I have to go save them to my hard drive first, and then because this was like a family computer when we did married and all of that. So there's a lot of things maybe on it that I don't have no time to look about that right now. I just have to save them to a hard drive, external hard drive, and then rumble through them later. But when you go to your, please stop storing, saving things on your desktop. That's the bottom line. Save them in where they're supposed to save. It's document, save it in documents. If it's picture, save your pictures in picture file. If it's video, save it in video file. Whatever it is, save them in that respective file. PDF, Word document, PowerPoint, all of that, save it in your document. Right? Video. It's easier to find than looking all over your desktop. Okay, so anyway, you look for this PC over on the left-hand column where it says this PC. So everything about this PC is under this PC. So you're going to right click on this PC, and a drop-down window will occur, and then you're going to go down to properties. Click on properties, and when you click on properties, properties come over on this screen. Let me drag it over. Right, when you click on properties, then this will come up. So we have 8 gig on this one. 8 gig RAM. If you notice, installed RAM, 8 gig. I thought it was 4. All right, 8. Not all that hot. So it's either 4 or 8. Most computer or laptop come with. You don't want that. That not saying nothing. All right. This processor is a old 2007. This is Celeron 2007, I think that came out. So Intel Celeron, not cutting it, right? So you want an Intel i9, minimum Intel i7, 14 generation. So Intel i9, 14 generation, that is the hottest one right now. Right, so this is where you find your RAM and your processor. All right. Easiest way to find it. You can also go to setting and click about. Go to setting and click about, which is at the bottom. Right? So it's setting and about. That's where it is. Right? But the easiest way to get there is just right click on this PC, click on I would think that another way to go, maybe search about, ABOUT, right? And you see it says about your PC. You click on about your PC, and yes. So a next way to go about it is go down to the search on your task bar. Maybe you might just have the little search glass. Click on the little search glass, and you type about, and it will come up. Right? So, and this is Windows 10 Pro. Windows 10 Pro is your operating system. Just like how you had Windows XP, that is your operating system. Windows Vista, that's your operating system. Windows 11, that's where we are now. 11 Home. Don't get 11 Home. Get 11 Pro. If you're buying a new computer, please to get Windows 11 Pro. Windows 11 Pro have the best secure onboard security system, at least actually from Windows 10 Home. From Windows 10 Home, Windows have included security on Windows computers. So no more do you have to purchase McAfee or Norton or all of these other fancy name security system, because Windows come on board with their own security system. So if you purchase another security system since Windows 10 came out, please to remove it, because all is going to happen is that the security going to fight against security. All right? So your computer going to be in a disarray.
So Windows 10, and they keep asking you to upgrade to 11. We should do it, right? We should upgrade to
Yes,
11.
if they're asking you to upgrade, it's a free upgrade in most cases.
Yeah.
So just make sure it's a free upgrade.
Can layman people like us just click upgrade, or I should send it to an IT person?
Yes, and everything will be done in the background. Yeah. Just click on it.
Windows 11 has been around for 2 years or 1 year.
Yes, they're thereabout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some IT friends say, "Oh, don't, because it's still not stable because it's new." You think it's stable already now?
Yes, it's all right. No, man. I don't have a problem with it. Put it that way. I don't have a problem with it, and that's on the laptop.
Okay.
Windows, as I said, Windows 11 Pro is better security. The home is less security than Pro.
Oh, yeah. Pro is for business. Home is for
Windows 10 Home less than Windows 11 Home. Windows 10 Pro. Windows 11 Home less security than Windows 11 Pro.
Okay.
So the Pro them is better when it comes on to security. It's a higher level of security. And then of course we soon have O Virtual, which is our own VPN. So we're soon good and good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Jeannie, Dr. Derrick has to go. I think, can we call it a night?
Sure.
John?
Unless we have any other questions.
Mabel, I got one question, last question.
Yeah.
Dr. Derrick, what about a phone? What is the latest phone we must prepare?
The Galaxy S23, I think, or S22. Samsung Galaxy S22 or
Pardon
23,
me.
I
I
think.
have the S22 Ultra, but the S24 is actually the one that
24.
just came out.
Okay, beautiful. Yes. S24 they reach now.
They reach now.
That's
Yeah.
very rich.
Yeah.
I have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the best thing
the
since
best
sliced
thing
bread.
since sliced bread.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
And it's even have, the auto translations when you're talking to someone, for example, in English, and that person will speak of French, for example, it auto translate it.
So, Jeannie, we close.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Dr. Derrick, thank you everyone for coming tonight, and it certainly is a very educational, interesting presentation by Dr. Derrick. As if Debbie is here, you have nailed it, And as usual, Dr. Derrick, if you're still around, can you take a minute to help us close, share your final statement with us about computer stuff? Is he around or left?
You have to give me a minute.
Yeah. We are closing, and if you can help us close to give us your last your summary statement.
No,
Sharing
just
your-
go ahead and close.
Okay, go ahead and close. Okay. Yeah, I definitely have benefited, and understood and agree with him that as afraid we are of technology, we have to learn to embrace it. We cannot stop it because we're not going to go back in history to walk or to do washing by the river. So technology has come a long way. We have benefited from afar. Now AI, etc., may all seem frightening, but it's definitely going to improve our life, our lifestyle. I would think, uh, not be fearful. I started off knowing nothing about computer, but just play with it, willing to play with it, willing to press, to click, 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 and eventually you will know what they are, the clicks. And now the wonderful thing, everyone is less bulky is the handphone. If we can learn to click the handphone, take a picture, send a WhatsApp, forward a message, etc., take a picture, and then the next thing, learn to beautify the picture. I think we have begun to embrace technology even in the most simplified form. So thank you, everyone. Let's meet again next Thursday. And if there's no more question or any summary, we'll call it a night.
Mabel, I just want to add in. Mabel?
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, Kumar.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to refresh. Remember that our sister Janet Butler asked our CEO one question. I think this is almost about 1 year back, and what the founder should do when we go live. So our CEO said, you find a corner in your house, get one table, get a computer, sit there, and daily log in, and
Correct.
I must say thanks to Dr. Derrick to come and share the knowledge to us. So what are the things we prepare today, so that we are in time in time, just nice for us to get ready when in 10 days or in 2 weeks time, everything go live.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Dr.
Correct.
Derrick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Sister Mabel, I would like to
Yes,
make a
Peter.
comment also that each and every one of us who are involved with and passive right now, and we need to make one little investment.
Mm.
If your computer goes down and it crashes, whatever happened to all the data, all the information in your computer, whatever happened to it is gone.
Mm.
You need to make one little investment and invest it in an external hard drive to store all your information.
Correct. Yes.
May I say
that's-
something there? Yes, Vital, thank you. I had that happen when I just mentioned that my computer died just recently, and I had a situation where I was possibly going to lose everything. And I have it now. Everything that was on that computer is now saved and retrieved, and it is on an external hard drive. Every bit of information that was on it, they were able to. I took it to the what do you call it? What do they call it? Best Buy, Google. I can't think what they call it. Well, anyway. Yes.
Geek Squad.
Yes, thank you, the Geek Squad. And they were able to retrieve and save everything and put it on an external hard drive for me until I get my next computer, and I'll be able to put everything back on there. So I just want to mention that since Vital brought it up. Thank you.
Yeah.
Brother Johnny, Brother Johnny, if that means that we saw you or saw your phone, we kidnapped your phone, not yours.
Yeah.
All right. Good to see all
Yes.
my friends again. Just want to say condolences to what happened to Singapore airline that just had a terrible turbulence.
Yes.
All the people of Singapore, all the lovely people of Singapore. I know you lost. I don't know. Last time I checked, it was one life that was lost. I don't know if you had any more.
Yes.
But a lot of injuries. Just
Yes.
want to send out our sympathy to all the folks in Singapore.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So if there is no more question, we shall close.
Sorry, how can we come up with the recording of
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody is using two devices. All right. I want to appreciate everyone, the organizers of this great training, and to my good friend Kumaran. Kumaran thought this is my first time here, but I am a landlord, so I've been coming here. So thank you, Sister Mabe, for always reminding us. I'm happy that I did not miss today. To Dr. Derrick, thank you for always being there to give us the knowledge. John Barilla, thank you. Vita and everyone here. Technology has come to stay, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. The best thing you can do is to find a way around getting used to it, because that is the new way of life. And you only fail, or you can only maybe not being able to use it if you condemn yourself to that. But if you want to understand the technology, definitely you will. We have a lot of elderly women and men here. They are struggling. They are always out to learn. 70, 80 years with their mobile phone, and they are struggling. And at the end of the day, they are even better than so many young people today, because they are determined to learn. So the most important thing is not condemning yourself, and accept and being committed and determined that I want to know this, I want to know this, I want to do this. And before you know anything, you are out there. It's not about sitting down under one person continuously before you'll be able to know much about computer. But the most important thing is if you have it in your hand, your phone or the computer, you're always there. You are not breaking anything. Here. Before you know, you become guru in operating the computer. And then we know around the 18th century, there is a change of the mode of acquiring knowledge. So prior to that time, the knowledge is based on a lot of other phenomena like common sense, like traditional knowledge, like religious ways that basically depends on dogmatisms. And you know, a lot of people out of curiosity has to come up and looking at which other better ways can people use in getting things that can be confirmed, that can be verified, that can be systematically laid down principles. And today, the product of that method, which is science, is what we call technology. Technology is just like Dr. Derrick was defining as tangible. It is the only thing we can see from the art of science. So the physical product of science is the technology. So, and today nobody, apart from the natural sciences that we are fully aware today, every other field of knowledge are struggling to adopt the process today, including the social, the art, the humanity, and so many other fields of discipline are also adopting the scientific method in everything they do. So we thank God for our Mr. Ash Mufara. He has helped all of us to get used to. Today we are sitting in a meeting, and then for 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes internet will be giving issues, and we begin to look for more that will be able to keep us in a meeting. And a lot of us, even from the third world societies, can even be more stable in a meeting today, even more than some in advanced societies. And we can see that since we started the meeting, Dr. Derrick, who is the technology professor, has been knocked out several times, but so many of us are stable 100% from the beginning to the end. So the technology is not anybody's friends per se. If you are not doing what you are supposed to do, if you don't have what you are supposed to have, it doesn't respect you by location or by age or by your levels of knowledge. But there are things that you need to do. When you do all of them, you'll be fine. Then coming to our business, you can see a lot of us here has committed a lot of time, energy, resources, and every other thing. So you don't expect you and those ones that are out there looking for so many other things to have the same knowledge and the same idea about what we are talking about. But I believe that our persistence and our commitment will always pay off. Thank you so much, Emabe, for always being there. I can see every week you are there. You are not relenting. You are not giving up. You are not tiring. Always sending and sending and sending. It is not easy. Those that are not doing it will think it is easy. Sending meetings invitation is one of the most difficult things to do. If you are doing it, you will know that it's not easy. So thank you very much. And just like I said before, Bro John, I really appreciate you for your time, always being there around everybody, encouraging us, and then we are fine. And today we are seeing the light, bright light at the end of the tunnel already. And God will help us. We are going to live to enjoy the light to its fullness, and then our generation will continue from wherever we stop by the grace of God. Thank you so much, and God bless everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
And I see Brother Raj hand is up. Brother Raj.
Yes. Wow. Thank you so much, sister, inviting me. Great webinar is going on. Wow. Very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The galaxy of intellectual. We have witnessed really completely rocking presentation, mind blowing, a super knowledge about technology, the basic concept and computer application stuff. That's incredible. This is a foundation stone of technology, my dear friends. I hats off uh, the great international leader, Dr. Derrick Clarke, sir. You just nailed it, okay? That's outstanding presentation. I love it. Wow, that's beautiful. Why not? When you talk about a technology, just like a lifeline, just like a blood of 21st century of the business. Without technology, even our CEO said that if you want to enjoy, if you want to persistent, if you want to existence, okay, in a today present era, one nutrient first needed, oxygen needed. Yes, third one is technology. It means different types of technology. Wow, incremental technology. We are using disruptive technology, advancing into green technology, which demand of power, AI, machine learning, deep learning, quantum computer. We are shifting from mainframe computer to microcomputer. What AI already Apple top class laptop, my dear friends, and supercomputer, then quantum computer. This is advanced one. The technology is redefining the way of the business, communication, education, health sector. Even the IoT space era, we have seen the space revolution, this revolution of cryptocurrency. What tremendous impact of blockchain. We are getting global payment solution. In order to the top integrating solution, a blockchain technology. That's a great things, my dear friends. On passive technology, when we are connected with the Oak Connect, we are using WebRTC, great technology, and HTML5, top class language. I meant to say that this is a basic knowledge. We have to aware. If you want to understand the whole concept of passive and unpassive, we are redefining the Web 2.0 to Web 3.0. We are shifting, and we are. Why I'm saying that? Because technology is always promoting the industry 4.0, 5.0, the way of the business that is going to change, and ultimate on passive technology is going to redefine and going to uplift the global humanity. That's a great thing. That is why on passive firing, and we are making all time the best on passive ecosystem, and all that there are many multiple pillars which are going to integrate each other, and on passive is coming with just like a fire. And on passive technology, especially I am talking, it will be generative AI hard. That's incredible and going to bring the major differences in the world. And we will be leading the world, and we will be giving the role model to the technology, and we are going to be incredible center of superpower technology, my dear friends. Today we just got top class knowledge about process, hardware, software, GPS. That's incredible. Wow, hats up, hats up. Thank you so much, OPassion Singapore Global outstanding team, for organizing such a rocking session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sister, hats up to you.
Thank you, Brother Raj. And I can see Dr. Derrick driving there. Drive safely, Dr. Derrick. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We appreciate your coming to share with us the valuable knowledge that we have all learned so much today. Yes, and we shall call it the night then. It's 10:50 now. So good night, everyone, and thank you again. Yeah, Dr. Derrick, John Barella, Brother Vitel,
Yes.
Pastor Paul, yeah, and everyone, because I can't be calling everyone. So good night, and
Good
we'll
night.
see you next Thursday.